The next problem we are going to focus on is going to be about a rhombus. Reading the directions, a rhombus has a perimeter of 104 centimeters and one diagonal with the length of 20 centimeters. We need to find the length of the other diagonal and the area of the rhombus. So breaking this problem down a little bit, as you can see, we have our picture of our rhombus over here. Starting off with our kind of first piece of information, which is the fact that this perimeter is 104 centimeters. So remember, perimeter is add up all the sides. And in a rhombus, the four sides have to be the same thing. So we need to take that 104 and we need to divide it into four different pieces because that's going to be the length of the sides of the rhombus. So first thing we're going to do is take our 104 and we are going to divide it into four pieces, and that's going to give us 26. So that means when we come over here to our picture, all of these sides are going to be a length of 26. Then we have that one diagonal is a length of 20. And what I want you to make sure you understand is that the entire length is 20. So that means when we come to our picture over here, the whole thing is 20. So that means half of it is 10 because a diagonal is being bisected in a rhombus. Now, also thinking back to the characteristics of a rhombus, the diagonals are perpendicular, which is why we have our right angle to form a right triangle. Now we have to find the length of the other diagonal, and then we have to find the area. So here's what I'm going to point out, and hopefully what you guys see. We have a right triangle here, and we don't know this side of our right triangle in this current moment, and that's part of the diagonal. And if we knew that, we could just double it, and that would give us this side of the diagonal. So the question is, how do we solve for a side of a right triangle? And what I'm hoping you are thinking of is Pythagorean theorem, because that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to do Pythagorean theorem using our 10 and our 26. 26 is the hypotenuse because it's across from the 90 degrees, and we're going to find that missing side. So in doing that, here's what our Pythagorean theorem is going to look like. 10 squared plus x squared, because we need to figure that out, equals 26 squared. Solving that, we get 10 squared, so that is 100, plus x squared equals 676. Move that 676, move the 100 to the other side. That gives us x squared equals 576 with subtraction. And then you just need to square root both of those sides, square root and square root. And we get that x equals 24. So that means that this side over here is 24. Now the question asks us to find the length of the other diagonal and the area. So the first thing we can do here actually is find the length right away. That's easy. Our length is going to equal 24 plus 24, which is 48 centimeters. Now, for the area, we have to go back to our formula. Remember, our formula is diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. Our first diagonal was given to us in the problem, which was 20. And then our second diagonal we just found, which was the 48. So we're going to do 20 times 48 divided by 2. 20 times 48, that is 960 divided by 2, we get the area of this rhombus to be 480 centimeters squared. And that concludes the problem.